Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing personally how I level a new character when playing in Ragnarok Online, Gravity Game Hub, or GGH. So right now I have a new level 1 novice over here. Just created this new character, and I'm gonna be turning this into a I'll try to level this up to priest, but I think an acolyte would be fine. So right now I don't really have anything besides the new user box. So for those who are unaware, newly created novices will be getting this new user box, which will contain various consumables like slim red potions, novice fly wings, novice butterfly wings, Alice scrolls, magnifier, and a timekeeper box. Basically, you just open this and you get all of these items already. Just put them in my hotkey so that I don't forget. And then it gives you this timekeeper box, which contains a bunch of different free equipment that you can use, as well as a new user box 10. These boxes can be opened at certain levels, increments of 10. So the next time that I can use this is at base level 10. Alright, so what I have to do is just double click this and I get a bunch of different items. Now we don't really need to identify all of them despite having all these magnifiers. Normally you only need to identify headgear, garment. I'm holding Control Shift and then right click, which allows me to identify items while I have the magnifier in my inventory. So I'll be doing it for the headgear, garment, shield, body armor, footgear, glasses, accessory, and since I'm making an acolyte, I'll be identifying this staff. Though it is a two-handed staff, I won't be able to wear a shield, but it makes up with the magic attack that it gives. I can also technically identify the mace, so I can have a weapon that I can use. So I'll be equipping the stuff that I just identified. All of these give a bunch of different stats that can be useful, considering they are a bunch of freebies. They don't give really crazy high stats, but the HP, SP, additional defense and such, they'll come in handy later on. Okay, so after spawning here, I go out here, talk to this NPC. It just basically talked about checking the quest. These introductory quests I usually just skim through. Having been playing GGH for a long time, I kind of know how to get about with these guys and how to progress. Next is these two NPCs. I'd usually talk to this novice NPC first. He basically just talks about I guess he already left. And basically your ship kind of crashed into this island near Islud, and then the captain wants you to kill a bunch of porings in order to proceed, and he'll actually give you some heals and buffs there. I decided to talk to him first, the novice first, so that I don't really waste a bunch of time with my buffs. Now you saw there, I was able to collect wood from the pourings and then talk to the NPC. The sailor NPC who gave me a bunch of magnifiers as a reward. And then you just proceed to the portal to move to Islud. Once you're in Islud, you just talk to Captain, and then you keep moving forward. A bunch of these quests in the start, you don't really necessarily have to initiate all of them. They're mostly just a bunch of introductory quests, just help actual new players around here in Ragnarok Online. I'll just be doing a bunch of these that I'm used to, a bunch of these quests that I'm kind of like used to, or I prefer doing while I'm still a novice. Again, technically you can just go outside and start whacking pourings and such, but you do get a bunch of like in that case I was able to get this headgear which gives HP and SP, and some of the NPCs also give experience points. They don't really give super crazy amounts of EXP. But besides that, they also give a bunch of potions alongside these experience points and free items. Okay, so before heading out, so I just did a bunch of quests, did a bunch of quests here and started a bunch of them. Before heading out, I'll actually go up to the second floor of the academy. This is what they call the Creatura Academy, and I will go to the Acolyte classroom. I will talk to this NPC who lends you the Acolyte manual, which gives a bunch of SP and allows you to use some Acolyte skills. You can access it through your skill tree, skill window, and then go to the miscellaneous tab. And you can just pop these over here, because as you can see, my blessing and increase agility are running out. They have that orange color, which is kind of like a timer. And it will be inconvenient in my case if I do not have those while going around, since I do not have my increased agility equipment on me. Though this NPC, when you talk to him the first time, he does give you increased agility, since he does ask you to look for some posts around Islud. Okay, so there was a female NPC outside the weapons armory building, and she gave me a core can that she wanted me to sell. A bunch of these stuff I'll be turning in. Some of these are like small EXP quests, that I can accept and then turn in later on, just to get a few job levels in, so that they get a few skill points once I become an acolyte. Currently, since it is the weekend, we have an EXP boost. Back when the server was still new, we didn't really have weekend EXP boosts. We'd get them sometimes, like seasonal, like a seasonal EXP event. But after a while, GGH decided to just always have the 50%. Well, right now it's plus 50% EXP boost up on weekends, so that I think I forgot to talk to someone. I was supposed to. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go inside the armory and then talk to someone there. My bad. But yeah, there's an EXP boost on weekends now, and if you're a person who doesn't have that much time to level up on the weekdays, actually, the camera, I forgot about this. And then after that, I'll need to go inside here and then talk to an NPC. But yeah, for your players who don't have time on the weekdays to level up, or want to save up on supplies, they can just decide on grinding levels. On the weekend. Got some free buffs from that Shadow Chaser. And they're probably using the city map from the 16.1 content for increased agility. And then that's a sub show, so it's probably from the Thief's Guide Volume 1. Right now I'm talking to who should be teaching me how to get first aid. And there it is. Unlike some servers where you have to do a bunch of running around to get your platinum quests, GGH is kinda generous and they just hand them out to you as long as you do things correctly. I remember back then in the classic servers, you'd get first aid after doing a certain collection quest, which requires like red herbs, I think, or jalapeno clovers. Forget, my corpse disappeared, so I'll need to rid off myself. I'll show you what I mean about getting treasure chest. I'll show you what you mean about getting the platinum skills. Right now I have this quest, and I need to unalive a bunch of lunatics and collect clovers. Though technically you can get the clovers from... that was an MVP. I think someone used a bloody branch, a blood twig, and just left the MVP there. We have some people who are known for doing that. But yeah, as long as you have your fly wings and the hotkey and you react fast enough, I think you'll do fine. Okay, I got my 10th job level there. Get my skills. Next, I'll just finish the quest here while outside, and then before I go back to Islut, since I need to talk to Spracky in the Creator Academy, I will need to job change into an Acolyte first. But this part of the this like mini quest thing, I'll need to do it first because I won't be able to get the I won't be able to interact with that NPC anymore next time I go back outside. I don't really need to continue whacking monsters. I can proceed to Frontera, head to the cathedral, and then job change into an Acolyte. Good thing there aren't any monsters in that area. If you're wondering about the background music, it is Christmas season right now, so yeah, you'll see a lot of decorations. It's gonna be snowing, and you're gonna be hearing a bunch of Christmas themed background music throughout this video. These are actually my out characters, and I'm gonna give myself a little bit of Zenny so that I can open storage or like warp myself and such. I'm actually gonna invite myself into a party. Give myself a movement speed increase using swing dance. So you might be wondering why I have a Maestro and Wanderer in my party. I'll probably give you a few guesses. Unlike why I have these two in my party. You can leave them in the comment section if you want. Not a lot of people actually interact with my videos, but it's fine. It's because I'm just doing this as like a pastime. Overshot myself there. Alright, so over here, normally in the classic servers, this NPC will ask you to go on a pilgrimage and talk to some NPCs around Frontera Field, but in GGH, I guess in Renewal in general, as long as you have all 9 points into basic skill already, he will just change you into an Acolyte. She also gives you like a quest, but it's kind of like tied with like some beginner equipment that I don't really need at the moment. This vending machine, on the other hand, you can exchange these novice equipment for free storage tickets. Quite convenient. Actually saves up a bunch of space as well. Okay, so let me just oh yeah. Since I'm not a novice anymore, I cannot equip the Acolyte manual anymore. It's fine though. Should probably head back and talk to go back to my party. Or actually, before I talk to my party, I can actually make my way to Islut first. Because remember, I did accept a bunch of those quests and I have not turned them in. I can actually collect the EXP and rewards from there. Also, warps in GGH, the Capra warps, cost like a tenth of how much they used to back in the day. So yeah, really helpful, especially to newbies. Actually drop my characters here. Now I'm gonna be collecting the quests. That's one. That's two. That's three. Last one should be inside here. That's Racky. And then after you job change to your first job, you speak to Spracky, and then an ED group NPC will appear. Just talk to that NPC and they'll be giving you a bunch of the Eden free equipment. Talk to Spracky again, she will give you some EXP. Now she's talking about the Proterra Church and you need to do some quest with Reno. Most of this is just some beginner stuff. You can choose to do that if you want, but since I have a bunch of gear already prepared, I don't really need to do those. I think I already did the quests, yeah. Sucks I didn't reach base level 10 though. I guess I should have done a bit of grinding first. But yeah, it's fine. Next I will do is actually look for my party. And just move them. There they are. Okay, I will ask them to follow me actually. Here in GGH you actually have the option to run multiple clients as long as your computer can handle it. Also, if you notice, I have Holy Light already unlocked. That's because I was able to job change in the Proterra Cathedral. Here in GGH you have two options on job changing. The first is there in the Creator Academy, and the second is in the respective guild buildings or job change buildings. So like for swordsmen it's here in Islud, archers in Payon, acolytes in Proterra. Only difference is if you do the ones in the actual job change buildings, the NPCs will actually unlock your platinum skills already, which is really useful because you don't have to like go around and collect items to like do quests just to unlock them, and considering some of them are locked behind job levels as well. Here they give it out for free as long as you job change in the respective areas. So tip to newbies, do not job change in the Creator Academy. Okay, so right now I'll be passing a bunch of items to this character. Some of them I'll be able to wear later on, but for now I'm just sticking to some of them. I'll be able to wear all of them or most of them eventually. But the ones that I can, I will be using for this. So this one I can't get because this is for level 10. That's why I was kind of bummed. Just a little bit more. This one I can wear. Oh, this is very fitting because it is Christmas. Basically just gives me a bunch of attack, magic attack. Actually gives attack speed if I have some agi, but I don't really have any at the moment. This one gives experience and drop rate. This is shadow equipment that I can wear. It gives a whole bunch of EXP when fighting monsters. This is just for fighting monsters, not when turning in quests. These ones I can also use. So, just spoiler alert. The main reason is I'll be pairing this with the Acolyte Shadow set, because it should give a bunch of damage to Holy Light, which is why I had it unlocked in the first place. This one is an event costume. It gives a bunch of HP every 20 base levels. Obviously I can't wear it yet, so for now I'll just wear some things for aesthetics. This one I can use. Well, they don't really have a lot of defense in this, but I will get my base vitality to 60 so that I get 30% decreased variable cast time and increase HP and SP restoration. 50 SP versus a bunch of defense. Maybe later. Is that all I can wear? It seems like. I do kind of look. My getup does look kind of weird, but yeah, it is what it is. Next is I will be warping myself to Payon. Okay. Remember the Eden group, that in-group NPC I talked to a while ago? He gave me a bunch of the Eden gear. They also gave me this Eden group mark, which allows me to transport myself to the Paradise Group base headquarters. I might go there to collect some quests, or like, yeah, accept some quests. For now, I'm just gonna be do a bunch of like manual grinding. I just hope there are no summoned monsters over here. Alright. So the reason why I have these characters here is because they are actually some buff slaves that I use for my characters, or like new characters, or newly rebirthed transcended characters. So my maestro is here to cast marionette control, because this is the character I use for my brewer. Just there. See, follow again. Okay, it does. And as you can see, I got a bunch of luck because he does have 120 base luck, a bunch of int, dex, a little bit of agi. Now my wanderer is here to cast all the other songs, because she has this headgear. I wonder if I can check equipment. She has this, which allows me to cast magic strings, which is poem of Bragi, among other things. I'll be using her to cast a bunch of buffs in my party, as well as mental sense, which for those who don't know is basically the other term for rich man Mr. Kim. Now I'm level 10, I can actually wear this headgear. Let's see how much this gives. It's actually a lot. That's a lot of damage for a level 10 Acolyte. Although it does eat a lot of SP. So from 54 it went down to just 16. At 27 you can't even cast it. And that's why I have that setup of using that headgear, the middle headgear I showed a while ago, the Divine Protect Shield. It's there to help with the SP cost. 156 to 118. +3 to 15. This is the downside of being reliant on Marion control, is the distance. Okay, so I just did the math. I used up 38 SP for that one single Holy Light. It allows me to one-hit KO these guys even if I have no or little to no magic attack equipment on me. Not a lot at least. And I do have Marionette control, which gives me a whole lot of int. But on the downside I am chugging, or like I'm eating a lot of SP. This would be a little less clunky if I were using like a party giant flywing, so I can just spam and my Marionette buff won't really get that powerful. I'm not using my Alice scrolls yet. The ones that I got from the new user box. I'll be saving those for later when I'm in a much more mob dense map. Right now I'm doing just fine doing single target attacks. So like I said, I was using mental sensing, which is Mr. Kim, or Rich Man Mr. Kim, which back in the day it would make you gain a bunch of increased EXP when you kill monsters inside the floor area effect of the ensemble skill. The performer classes got a rework some time ago where their carpet spells, or the spells, the buffs that they have on the ground, they just become party-wide buffs that you can cast, kind of like Magnificat or Gloria. As you can see, they appeared here as icons. They have Magic Strings, Gypsy's Kiss, Swing Dance I got from my Wanderer, which increases my attack speed, and then Mental Sensing, which increases the XP that I get from killing monsters. This is important, or at least helpful at early levels, since it's more of like a grind fest. Before you start doing a bunch of repeatable EXP quests. Those quests here in GGH are called the World Bounty Quests. The concept there is they're in some fields and dungeons, you will see some quest boards or quest posts that you can accept monster hunting quests. There's no specific monster you need to kill. You just have to defeat the ones that are in the map where you accept the quest in. And then once you're done killing that many monsters, all I have to do is just go back to the board and yeah, just go back to the board and turn them in. To make them repeatable, you need to have an item called the Bong Bong Drink. Unfortunately, I don't have them on me right now because I am doing some basic manual grinding. And a bunch of manual. Lost my. Oops, that was my Wanderer. But yeah, usually I start doing those world bounty quests with the repeatable quests once I hit around 70, because at the start you don't I mean, it helps get a bunch of EXP, but you don't really need to. Okay, so what you saw is like what my raw damage was without the marionette control. Although it's probably not a bunch, but it does help, especially with the dex, since I am running a 1 dex Acolyte right now, and without the extra points in dex, and I guess the lock for crit, I will be missing more often than usual. In the current patch, we are at the level 200 cap, and the repeatable world bounty quests only go up until 185, meaning you can still accept the quest in 185, turn them in, but once you hit 186, you won't be able to interact with the board anymore. So players will be doing manual grinding in the higher level maps, which is possible. The patch has been here for almost 2 weeks already, and I've seen a bunch of level 200 already. Level 1 characters. My main character is actually already level 190, and that's considering that mostly just go online to do a bunch of dailies, not really even leveling. Should probably add a bit of stats now. Since I am, like I said, I am gonna be using this item, I will need to get my base fit at least 60. So be typing this fit plus 59, and oh, it didn't really get me that high. And like halfway there, I guess. I forgot that I still don't have, I don't have equipment with Fen effect on, so my cast is being interrupted. So I need to be careful with that. So I'm gonna be staying here until my mental sensing buff disappears. Then afterwards I'll be moving to Payon Cave, first floor, to hit a bunch of zombies. Low-key thinking if I still need my headgear there, because currently I am killing them with one shot. Let's see how much I do with 300 plus. Yeah, I think I should be fine. Just to save up on SP points. SP. And then I'll just move myself to Payon Cave. I guess I can squeeze in another level. Because if I'm not mistaken, power rings are level 30, and if I hit, there you go, I am now currently 2020. In renewal, the base level difference between you and the monster attacking will affect a bunch of stuff, including the items that drop and the experience you gain versus certain monsters. The highest boost you get is when you are 10 levels below a certain monster. You actually gain 40% increased EXP from that monster. Oh, I just realized I think I'm missing one of the equipment that let me just log in one of my accounts. Moving it off screen. It's for a set actually. Who has it? Oh wait, I think I know who has it. Let me pause the video for a bit. Okay, I'm back. It was actually in my same account, so I didn't really need to do it off screen. Right now I'm getting the item Charm of Great Nature, purchase a lower headgear, which gives MDef pierce, or pierces through a monster's magic defense stat in order to deal more magic damage. It is to combo with this, the Manto of Great Nature. As you can see, it gives a bunch of magic attack. And what else? Basically, I just got that for that. Since this one only gives 30 and like 5%, I guess, magic attack. But I will benefit from the MDef Pierce as soon as I get more stats into intelligence and dexterity. For now, I'll be using this setup first. I will see if I think I have. Let's find a staff that has. I think I'm back to using the metal staff for magic attack, so that I don't have to rely on Marnet control, which allows me to move a little more freely than a while ago. What I worry about is my casting time, because if I'm mistaken, Holy Light has a fixed cast time of 0.2 seconds and a variable cast time of 0.8. Those who are unfamiliar with renewal, back then, in order to get instant cast in most skills, or majority of skills, you'll need a total of 150 dexterity. But your renewal cast is divided between variable and fixed. Variable works kind of like in renewal, where you'll need some dex but also some int as well, stat wise, to reduce cast time. You'll need a total 530 total of int plus 2 times dex in order to have instant cast for variable cast time, unless you use gear with percentage reduction, kind of like this one. And now fixed cast time is cast time that cannot be reduced by this or by the int and dex combo. You'll need specific gear or buffs in order to reduce that. Okay, so I'm in Payon Cave. I will be continuing my grind here. See, I'm not really doing that much. That's the... I think I bugged out or something. Oh. This is weird. I have another character in my party, which is an alt, or character in the same account as I am, but I previously kicked him a while ago. That's strange. Hold on.